Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to 3 Unit Site to race number 6 of the 2008 NRSL Coke Vanilla Cup Series. And joining me again in the booth is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
On the front row today will be Jonathan Zorline and I can't actually get to 70. There we go. Matt Dixon. Row 2 will be Henry Williams and Kyle Matthews, the dual winners. Zach Rogers, Rob Evans, row 3, with Mark George and Zachary Fitzwater, row 4, and Stephen Paul III, the lone Red Bull, alongside Austin LaPlante in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions.
Well, last season Zorline won, and I believe Alex Hawkins was the inaugural winner here, and then there was a few other winners I have to look up. I didn't do my proper research. But anyways, it's 125 laps. This is actually going to be a pretty long race right here. So pit strategy is going to become a factor. I don't think we're going to see green flag pit stops under this INI, so don't expect that, but definitely going to expect back and forth from the field. Our final row here is the 45 LeDuc and Bret Hart, and the 87 fixed their backup car. Well, the 87 fixed its backup car too, so look for them to come through the field.
Brian Hart.
Brian Hart. Oh,
Brian
not
Hart
Bret.
And I don't have the points up, so you will not have that to go off of yet.
Sure, he's not the best there was, the best there is, the best there ever will be.
I'm sure. To be fair, he's driving the 55 and has not had the same success. As here comes the command to start engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
So the command has been given. The field will get ready to roll off here momentarily. And we are set to get racing here for 125 laps, as mentioned. And looks like the entire field got rolling, so that's good.
That's always a good start.
Pace car pulling off and leaving the field under control. The Amp Energy Chevrolet for Jonathan Zorline.
Eric and Rage won the inaugural race here, just as a side note. But anyways, here comes Zorline.
Worth mentioning, Jessica Shelton is the points leader coming in, if I remember that correctly.
It was Henry Powers, not Alex Hawkins, but here we are coming to the green flag.
And the green flag is out. We're underway here from 3 Unit.
Alex Hawkins won the DNQ race. As here comes the 48 car.
Good job.
Yeah, that
Almost
was a GG.
4 wide already.
There goes
Off.
oh my God,
Zorline! As Kyle Matthews goes to the race lead.
A little bit of dirt tracking already on lap 1. We still got. It's a long way to go, Zorline.
And Mark George makes it 3
caution.
wide. We did complete a green flag lap, so that is at least something.
Yeah, Kyle Matthews is 59th in points. Go, Kyle.
And Matt Duncan almost went up into Austin LaPlante. Battle is for second right now between Rob Evans and Mark George.
Another guy in the 50s in points. The 6th car coming through the field.
And Duncan, can he find a way around the 09? Not quite. Mary Shelley trying to peek around the 6. Jessica Shelton got sideways off turn number 2.
All the Hendrick cars in the top 10. What is this? Did they turn the program around one race?
Well, 1 race is a coincidence, and then 2 races is a pattern, right?
Exactly. Whenever Rob Evans makes the race, he's in the top 10. So go Evans, and whenever he doesn't run the top 10, he misses the race.
So right now,
Oh,
Johnny,
somebody hit the grass back there. I'm sorry me to cut you off, but somebody was in the
caution
dirt
is
back
out
there.
as LeDuc's going around.
Oh, LeDuc got
Oh,
turned.
Zach
19.
Rogers is up on the embankment. William
I didn't
Brock
mean
is back here.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Charles. I seen somebody about 300 feet off the grass right there, and I clearly was right.
Well, that
But-
might have been where you saw it, as the caution flag flies on lap number 5 and pit stops already.
And plowing. Well, you know what? Zach Rogers might be getting towed, but you know what? He's not over him yet. There's a long way to go, guys.
And so with that, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the yellow for the first time today. And we're back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 4. 4 wide at 3 units
This was
does not
incredible.
work very often.
And then this was the 19 hits York right there, saves it. 00 comes into Fitzwater. Fitzwater turns into Zach Rogers, who's still saving the car.
Fitzwater gets into Brock, who then goes up into Zach Rogers.
Zach Rogers had a bad wreck right there. Stephen Paul III actually using the brakes for this first time in his career.
And so there's Zach Rogers. William Brock takes to the embankment.
And
I'm amazed someone was actually able to drive on that embankment, to be fair.
Yeah, William Brock's going to need some tools from Home Depot to beat that splitter down. And then LeDuc got just dumped by the 99 car.
45 definitely got taken out there, unfortunately. But to be fair, at least just a spin.
Louvier.
That was Will Hoyt that just couldn't.
Yeah.
He must not have been able to see Leduc. That's the only explanation I can have there.
Well, Will Hoyt tried to put balloons on the 45 and send it to Brazil, but it didn't work clearly.
Oh my God! Really? Come on. So with that, let's take you back to the restart. And heartbreak under the yellow. We were going to take you back to the restart first, but Rob Evans has blown the motor underneath the caution from the race lead.
Oh my God, that's brutal. That's just brutal.
The Phoenix Racing Chevrolet is out, and we'll get credit for 5 bonus points though. He leads under caution with a blown motor.
Are you sure that he didn't get the Steve Paul engine?
I don't know. With that, let's take you back to the restart now officially. And we're back. You see it right there on your screen. Camshaft failure for the 09 is what has sent him behind the wall. The first retirement of the race. Sky Commons with pit issues on underneath the caution. James Qualls now inherits the race lead over Jessica Shelton, Austin LaPlante, JT Bryant, Logan York, Ryan George, William Flickinger, Kyle Matthews, and Jeffrey. I don't even know the top 10 at this point. There were pit stops underneath the caution as well. Jeffrey White's up there, and I think Dylan Young rounds out the top 10. I could be wrong.
Well, the issue is with the pit stops is because it's a longer race, so everybody's trying to make it if we have a long run. And the 19 and the 43 are going to be a nuisance, like the 96 car in the duel, so look out for that.
So I think Louvier is going to be up to speed here. He is a lap down in 41st place. As the green flag is back out, I was correct. Jessica Shelton is the points leader by 11 points over Chris Wilson entering the race. Gene Sanford was third. As here comes LaPlante, and oh my God, I forgot about that again. So that will be during the next yellow.
What?
I'm taking care of Discord during the next yellow.
Oh. Well, I was going to say the 21 car won yesterday, and if she gets the lead, Rimp Field.
So Austin LaPlante now to the race lead. We'll put Louvier back a lap down. JT Bryant into second. Rest of the top 5 in points was Gene Sanford, Max Anderson, Mary Shelley. As here comes JT Bryant once again.
This is why I like the 60 car field. We have Carl Long and BAM Racing battling for the 2008 win.
Well, actually, you know what? We'll be right back because that's getting annoying to me right now with the sound. So we'll bring you right back. And we're back. You haven't missed anything up front. Ryan George now leads over JT Bryant, Austin LaPlante, William Flickinger is in 4th, and Seth Cole somehow in that car is 5th.
And let me remind you, the 77 William Flickinger, if he wins, that would be a really good fuel story right there.
It would be his first career win in the series after D&Qing the most times last season.
Actually, the D&Q champion, correction. And here comes Cole. Seth has had a really brutal season too in that 5.
And he's not had the most. He hasn't had the most fun of days, considering looking at the right side of that car, as he now goes to 3rd, Flickinger into 4th over Austin LaPlante. And here comes Gene Sanford up into the top 10, looking for 5th here on the 46.
I mean, she won a short track last year at Irwindale, so that's good omen for him. The 48 was the leader.
Oh, Shelton sideways off turn number 2 again.
Where did the 99 come from? He started in the last row.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, he did. Sorry, yeah, he started 41st. That's right. I was trying to remember who was where. So, and now he's up into 11th, actually into 10th now. Qualls battling his teammate right there.
Has Qualls got a top 10 yet?
Not this season, no. Meanwhile, Gene Sanford up into 4th now, has gone around the 77.
Yeah, Gene got her first top 10 and top 5 last season, trying to go for more right now.
Last week.
Yes.
He's trying to chase down Seth Cole as
we're single filing a little bit here, which is good.
You know what? We were kind of expecting that, though, based off of yesterday.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, too. We got a long way to go. We don't want to have a crash fest.
True. So right now, though, Gene trying to chase down the 5. Looks like someone ran
There
wide.
goes the green flag run. Not really.
As everyone's still going forward, at least.
Somehow. Ryan George leading a cup race? What is this?
He's been leading for the last, 5 laps. You just now noticed.
Well, I know he's been leading, but I can't believe it. BAM Racing's actually leading?
They won Michigan.
Yeah, that was the biggest upset in Coconut history.
As Gene Sanford now to 3rd. She currently seems to have the fastest car on the racetrack. Has set the second quickest lap of the race, so I guess she does have the speed.
Well, like Charles mentioned yesterday, the Cummers are going with the long green flag run. Who can preserve the tires the best?
And And right now, Gene Sanford trying to chase down the 42, but will Seth find a way around the 47 once again?
I don't believe the number. No, the 77 number hasn't won since season 1 in the series, so that's trying to get another number a win.
Correct. Well, they've won. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a
To
long
be fair,
time.
the 77 also hasn't been used frequently either.
Correct.
Meanwhile,
it's the 70 card.
Matt Dixon, who started on the outside front row, is now passing the 99. That's for 10th, and will try and take James Qualls' spot there for 9th.
Actually, it'd be for
that's
11th.
outside the top 10. That is for 10th right there.
One of the bad boy mowers, that's the 22 of Wilson. Wilson starts in the back.
McDowell there in the 44.
Almost become the Texas Twister right there.
As that was with Cole Deaver. Tristan Wilhoit now still stuck on the outside line of that 44.
The 33's had a lot of bad luck this season. To see him up there running good is a good field story, too. And the right side damage, go with it.
I would imagine. Well, no, 44 was on the inside there, so I was going to say I think we knew where the damage came from, but not necessarily. As going back towards the front, Seth Cole all over the back bumper of the 47 right now.
The 46 has not had a top 10 either. The 48 needs to stop the bleeding bad, and this run will definitely help that.
And right now, JT Bryant trying to look for a way around the 49, looks like.
And
trying to size up the 49.
And JT, I think JT started in the last row. Didn't he use the winner for row 2?
He used his winner spot, but that was to get into row 18 as problems for Adam Flickinger.
That's not what the 12 needed, and he needs to get off the racetrack.
This was 9th in the points coming in for Flickinger, and that's not going to help.
Yeah, that's gonna put him. Maybe he has to race in next week at Chicagoland.
And well, either
2
next
weeks
week or 2 weeks. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was close. So, caution flag flies once again.
And we're gonna have a lot of pit stops. Actually, no pit stops.
Ryan George was the leader. He stays on the track. Let's take you back to look at what happened. And we're back.
Well,
here's what happened to the 12 of Adam Flickinger. Is going to make contact with the Napa Toyota of Brian Hart.
Oh, Brian does a great job of saving it. The 12 did not do such a good job of saving it.
Brian Hart goes down to pit lane. Oh, Flickinger.
My God. What a hit.
Well, that would explain the reason for the caution.
Oh, my Lord. Well, we see the 12's got turned in the duel, too, and, man, he's had a rough weekend. Oh, my Lord, that was brutal.
So Brian Hart's able to continue, it looks like, or should be able to continue. Adam Flickinger not going to be so lucky. Let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Adam Flickinger, the sole retiree from the race under that last caution. He'll finish the day on 41st. Ryan George is your race leader over Seth Cole, Kyle Matthews, JT Bryant, Matt Dixon, Austin LaPlante, Jonathan Zorline, Chris Wilson, Adam McDowell, and Alexander Rowe is the top 10.
Yeah, so the 45 looks like he got towed on pit road in some incidents there, but we're having a whole mixed new bag of top 10 here, so it's going to be interesting.
As the varying pit strategies under caution, a couple driver, so everyone pit the second lap around, then some other guys pit on future laps underneath the caution, but it still has Ryan George as the race leader, and we are back to racing here at 3 unit.
Well, the 43 and 38 need a quick caution for sure.
Well, 43 is the one actually up to speed. 38.
Oh, this is going to get interesting. Does the 548 get to his teammate? No.
Nope. So Seth Cole, the actually, I don't know what I was going to say there, because what I was going to say was wrong. As Ryan George trying to re-lap the 43 now.
Oh, he's getting closer. Did Seth win last season?
Yes. I'm trying to remember where.
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure he won, because I thought we mentioned his winless streak ending. Never mind, no he didn't.
Yeah, so Seth has the longest current losing streak, I believe, at like 80 races. He missed like half the 06 season, so.
So Ryan George now has cleared all the lap traffic, though, as Seth Cole's in second, JT Bryant, Matt Dixon into the top 5. Austin LaPlante's going to grab 5th away from the 88 as they're 3 wide behind him.
Here comes Dale.
And Alexander Rowe to the inside, the Nipco Chevrolet for DEI.
Well, technically Dale's battling Dale right there. Now Dale's battling Alexander Rowe.
Meanwhile, Matt Dixon back to 3rd as he passes JT Bryant, the big red Dodge for Chip Ganassi Racing.
Yeah, so Ryan George is in the top. Well, he's actually top 10 in points. So this would help him try to lock his way into Chicagoland.
In fact, actually comes into this one 8th in the points in that 49 car.
Yep, well, Clint has not had a top 10, like I mentioned, trying to be up there. But 3 wide between the teammates almost. Here goes
well,
forward.
they were 3. Oh, wow, they were almost going to be 3 wide with all 3 Hendrick cars there. As the 25 thinks better of it. Kyle Matthews starting to fall back.
It's not really a surprise to see the 84 up there. He won at South Boston and Loudon in Season 1, so he's pretty good at the short tracks.
Well, to be fair, Loudon technically is speedway, but okay. As Dylan Young now into the top 10 is going to pass the 84. That is for the 7th position.
Well, we're going to be top 10 till we got Steve Pollitt's motor in the car.
As Johnny Gardner now into 8th. Austin LaPlante's going to grab 9th away. And here comes Adam McDowell to grab 10th away from the Red Bull Toyota.
Yeah, well, we've seen Steven drove up the second yesterday, then fell back. So tire conserving is not good for Steven.
Meanwhile, Seth Cole has caught the 49
of Mark George. And what a battle in 2008. Hendrick Motorsports versus last year for BAM Racing. Here we go.
So can Seth Cole find a way around the 49 to try and lead a lap and get 5 bonus points? Seth, the highest Hendrick car in points, comes into this one 23rd in the points.
I believe Seth's last win was season 4. Not season 3, I think.
If it was at 80, it'd have to be season 3. Caution flag flies once again. William Brock is off again.
Woohoo!
So, kind of curious what happened there to the Home Depot Toyota, but caution flag will fly once again. Let's take a look at what happened as Dean Sanford's on pit lane.
Oh, that's the heartbreak.
So, let's take a look at what happened to the 20. And we're back. Here's what happened to William Brock to bring out the yellow. Cole Deaver's going to get a little loose coming off turn number 2, down into the 66 of Mark George. And nothing for William Brock to do there.
Well, look what happened was the 08 hit the brakes a little bit. Everybody checked up, and Cole Deaver, who's not used to making races, just did not brake in time.
And the embankment there doing a little bit of a job to the rear bumper of William Brock's car.
He's going to need some Home Depot tools to fix that out.
And with that, we'll go and take you back to the restart. And we are back. No new retirees underneath that yellow, as Chris Wilson through strategy is now your race leader over Dylan Young, Austin LaPlante, Stephen Paul III, Isaac Flickinger, Matt Dixon, Mary Shelley, Logan York, Kyle Matthews, and Henry Williams, the top 10. James Qualls, Adam McDowell, Tristan Wilhoit, Derek Hamill, Marcus Ambrose, Zachary Fitzwater, Jonathan Zorline, Pretty Shaw, JT Bryant, Johnny Gardner, top 20, Max Anderson, Tim Randolph, Mark George, Jeffrey White, and just kind of showing you the rest of the field. Oh, well, that's going to be fun. Seth Cole getting back out on track, and I think we saw our next yellow. A little bit of a disagreement on positioning. And with that, though, the green flag is back out. We're underway once again. For how long?
That was definitely something. Stephen Paul III coming through the field. I have no words for that.
55 is definitely off the pace.
Oh, there goes the field. Oh my God, how are we green?
Well, we weren't for long, like I said. Caution flags out for Max Anderson.
Number 3 for Brock.
And Chris Wilson leading under the yellow.
Oh, Lord Jesus. We're going to be here till 3 in the morning.
To be fair, all it'll take is just another green flag round. We're set again. So with that, let's take you back and show you what happened to bring out the yellow this time. And we're back, and Steven owes an apology to William Brock for this one, as Max Anderson's going to get turned off the nose of Tim Randolph.
Yeah, Randolph got impatient, and Brock's probably going to crash again. And then Mark George, bad hit right there.
But William Brock, deciding he had to come back to pit lane, just barely miss the French Row Chevrolet.
Where did the 66 end up? Because we seen him in the dirt. Did he fly off the track and take somebody out? Or where did he go?
Nope.
Well, that's definitely a crunch pizza right there.
So with that, though, let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. No new retirees, so we still have 40 cars running here at 3 unit. And Chris Wilson is your race leader over Dylan Young, Stephen Paul III, Austin LaPlante, Isaac Flickinger, Matt Dixon, Adam McDowell, Derek Hamill, Mary Shelley, Tristan Wilhoit, the top 10. Then it's Kyle Matthews, Marcus Ambrose, Logan York, Henry Williams, James Qualls, Zachary Fitzwater, Jeffrey White, Jonathan Zorline, Johnny Gardner, and Pretty Shaw the top 20. With JT Bryant, Tim Randolph, Matt Duncan, Sam Young, Cole Deaver, Ryan George, William Flickinger, Alexander Rowe, Jessica Shelton, Max Anderson, Seth Cole, William Brock, and Mark George, the lead lap cars in this one. 33 cars still on the lead lap. Sky Commons, the first car one lap down, in 34th.
Yeah, see if Sky can be a little more luck when the 55 out of the way.
Well, right now, it's not looking like anyone on that inside line really is up to speed. It's definitely not going to be the 38 of Sky Commons.
Yeah, he's going to cause a wreck, I think.
Well, Louvier tries to make the move inside of him. That is for position there with the 38 and the 43.
If we're not in the yellow, it's amazing because Will Hoyt just flew off the track back there.
Well, we are still green as Louvier tries to chase down the 22. He's not got the straight line speed right now to be able to catch him.
I think Jean does. She's just 4 laps down.
Well, I mean, Jean's got front end damage with Little Debbie's Toyota there, so
yeah,
caution
the yellow
flag is out as Will Hoyt is having some fun times over in turn 1.
I guess Binky's running the 99 car.
As Chris Wilson leads once again underneath the yellow, no drivers get a lap back, but Adam McDowell now up into second.
Oh, I mean, the RJ almost won this race last season, so.
So with that, let's take a look back at what happened to the 99 of Tristan Wilhoit to bring out the yellow for the 5th time today, I believe. Here's what happened to Tristan Wilhoit coming off turn number 4 is where this one starts. He gets a run on the 26 and Qualls tries to shut the door there, but
that's going to be an interesting team meeting. Zorline saves it, and then viewer discretion agrees. If you're under 18, turn the channel off.
Well, so Wilhoit then goes ahead and gets it stuck on the embankment. James Qualls able to continue.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the restart, and we are back. No new retirees underneath the yellow. But Chris Wilson still continues to lead. Dylan Young now is second. Austin Plant third. Stephen Paul the third is fourth. Isaac Flickinger fifth. Matt Dixon in sixth. Marcus Ambrose seventh. Johnny Gardner eighth. Tim Randolph ninth. Pretty Shaw in 10th. Then it's Logan York, JT Bryant, Matt Duncan, Cole Deaver, Mark George, Adam McDowell, Derek Hamill, Kyle Matthews, Mary Shelley, and Jonathan Zorla in the top 20. Showing you the rest of the lead lap cars where they are running. 31 cars currently on the lead lap here, and 40 cars still running here at 3 Unit in Canada, a little bit north of the border. Yes. So
the Duke's home track is here. We come to the green.
Maybe. As green flag is back out, we're underway once again.
Louvier was ready to go for that restart, but Will Hoyt, was ready to go, and he almost ran over Gene right there. Well, 43 is going to go hard for this spot. Oh, my God.
Louvier's trying.
He's damn trying to get that lap back.
Zach here comes Rogers also. Here comes Will Hoyt.
Will Hoyt out of nowhere.
Will Hoyt trying to get his lap back.
Here comes Henry Sanford out of absolute nowhere, too.
Well, Henry doesn't appear to have much damage, but he is also 1 lap down.
Oh, I didn't
actually, he's got engine damage or something, because that car does not have straight line speed at all.
No, oh, Paul and Gene right there racing. That's not going to be good for a team meeting.
Especially considering those aren't even, well, 1, they're not teammates, and then 2, they're not even for position.
Chris Wilson and Will Hoyt Street.
Will Hoyt trying to put, nearly trouble Logan York with a save.
Logan York with some talent right there in the Brandon Ash car. Oh my God, the 2 car got loose.
Yep, lost the nose there.
How are we green? This is insane, man.
Johnny Gardner is up in 6th now as he passes Pretty Shaw.
Oh, 46 almost in the dirt right there. 20 beating and banging with the 24.
Someone spun. Someone spun.
Into the pit road, and that is definitely not what Will Hoyt. Well, oh my God, what the heck?
It's Brian Hart, and the caution flag flies once again.
55's killing pit crew members down there. My Lord, it's Joe Davis all over again. The pace car, Brett Bodine is dead.
Louvier and Will Hoyt both get a lap back. They are back on the lead lap.
Will Hoyt's going to win this, I'm telling you.
Let's take a look at what happened to the 55 Napa Toyota of Brian Hart. And we're back. This is the only spin we could find, and this is not the reason we are under yellow, but here's what happened to Brian Hart.
Yep, 55.
He gets sent down here. Cole Deaver goes for a spin, and that does not bring out the yellow.
We'll watch Deaver in a minute, and then misses the pit blocks, and then the ambulance has to come on track. So that's why the caution's out.
Well, so Brian Hart misses the 45 and the 55's pit box. So he misses his own, and then he missed the 45.
Well, you can't kill your own crew members to fix the car, you know.
And Deaver went for a spin, and so, like I said, this does not bring out the yellow.
Wow, but look at this. Look at this amazing job. Oh, my Lord, what a job by Deaver. Man, that made up for about 4 misses this season. Just for that move.
Basically, the reason for the caution appears to be debris at 3 unit.
Well, it looks like Charles wouldn't mind that red pet box getting killed.
So, with that, though, let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Henry Sanford's on the tail end of the lead lap. Johnny Gardner is the race leader over Mary Shelley, Henry Williams, Kyle Matthews, apparently. We don't know the exact running order because we just came back. As the green flag is back out, we're underway once again.
Nice job on the brakes, Brock.
As Brock apparently off the pace. LeDuc trying to get back on the lead lap. Oh boy, Mark George with a save.
Oh my god, that's why he's the champion.
Caution flag flies once again.
Is he gonna get his lap? Brock got his lap back.
And Henry Williams will be the race leader.
I can't believe the 20's on the lead lap, and LeDuc is now what? 2 laps down? Logan York.
Issues. No, all 3 of them are back on the lead lap. Brock, Henry Sanford, and LeDuc.
And Logan York looks like the day is about terminated for him.
And driver's going to pit underneath the yellow. Let's take a look at what happened to Logan York to bring out the caution once again. And we are back. And no, this is not me putting a clip in the video twice. Tim Randolph has spun Max Anderson for the 2nd time today.
We see them get together on Road America too. That's interesting. Logan York just died off the bar, but man, might be the first time I've seen since I joined the community. Twice an AI driver wrecked somebody. They had enough of their crap and just took them out. And it's going to be definitely interesting on pit road. Tim Randolph's not going to get some Denver mattresses anytime soon, I don't think.
Well, and remember also the contact I think you're thinking of at Road America was actually Jonathan Zorline hit the 60.
Well, yeah, and this 87 races 60 pretty aggressively, leading to them be farther back. So tempers are flaring as we can't get a green flag run going. But let's go back to the green flag.
Henry Williams is the race leader. Let's go back to the restart. And we'll rack him up again here as Brian Hart has taken his Napa Auto Parts Toyota behind the wall and is done for the day. We'll finish 40th.
Yeah, the FBI is investigating him. But
Henry
go ahead, Charles.
Williams is the race leader over Mary Shelley, Kyle Matthews, Marcus Ambrose, Mark George, James Qualls, William Flickinger, Jeffrey White, Zachary Fitzwater, and Jonathan Zorland, top 10. Seth Cole, Alexander Rowe, Derek Hamill, Dylan Young, Tim Randolph, Sam Young, Jessica Shelton, JT Bryant, Chris Wilson, and Ryan George are the top 20. We are hearing that Tim Randolph is possibly going to be investigated after the race by the NRSL officials for his actions so far today. So we'll have to see what's happening.
And the amazing part is, how is the 66 car 6th?
So we'll have to.
How is the 66?
He's 5th.
Oh, sorry. I can't believe it.
So I would imagine Randolph's going to have to kind of play nice the rest of the way as we're back to racing once again here at the reunit.
Can the 33 another one get their lap back? Can Gene start making laps back? Is the 18's going to go off the track right here? Almost.
Nope, not quite. Cole Deaver's still battling hard, though. Zach Rogers going to see an open door there for the 19 to try and get a lap back.
The most amazing part to me is we still have 40 cars on the track.
39.
Correct, 39 now. But, oh, my Lord. And here comes, this is going to get interesting and dicey. 3
wide here. To the race lead as the battle's now for 2nd possibly there.
We're screens for now as the 4 wide step. Here comes Ambrose. Where did he come from?
Ambrose now up to 3rd, and that car surprisingly looks clean right now.
Yeah, he missed the last 3 races, so this is a good shot in the arm for him. And
Walls
William
looking for 4th.
Somebody was in the dirt back there as somebody's pitting.
That is Austin LaPlante, the 46, that takes his car to the pit lane.
Ouch.
And he's going to lose about 2 laps probably in the process as Mary Shelley going to try and put the 33 back 1 lap down.
Oh, it's been since season 4 at Richmond that Mary hasn't won, so a long dry spell for her trying to get a win.
A long dry spell that involved a lot of DNQs, to be fair.
Yeah, I ran out of PCs, and here comes Henry Williams. The 18 has never won in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series. I'm probably wrong, but
I'm trying to think back. I'm trying to think of all the people to drive it. That could be a correct stat. I don't know.
No, actually, the 18 on the shout has 2 career wins. Who won them? I don't remember.
I'm willing to bet it was season 1, and I'm trying to remember who drove it. As either way, Henry Williams is trying to put the 33 a lap down as Austin LaPlante is back on pit lane, so that kind of answers that question.
Yeah, Carl Long's cars are getting a little slow. So 18 car to second, a little bit of damage to the Combos car. He's pretty low in the points too. That's a shot. Kyle Matthews is 59th. They needed this run.
And they are back up to 3rd. Seth Cole's now going for 4th on the 9. Now he's going to try and make it for 3rd. I do know for a fact the 48 has never won in the Cup Series.
Yep, the 5 car was the last. It's pretty ironic because the 48 dominated for the Cup Series for 10 years and they can't do nothing in this series.
Marcus Ambrose now going to try and pull the crossover maybe on the 48, unable to do so.
BAM Racing has won more races than the Hendrick 48 car. Actually, Gabe Williams has won more races than the 48 car too.
Stephen Paul III now going to make a move on the 48. That is going to be for 4th.
As we're not, like I said, not really surprised when Pollard is really good at the short tracks and the road courses. Fits
Randolph
his style.
almost got a little loose trying to make sure he didn't spin the 48 car.
I think if Randolph even wins the race, he might be getting sent to the back. So whoever's second wants to be battling hard.
Caution flag is back out once again. Matt Dixon has hit a wall hard.
Oh, Matt, no, he didn't hit the wall hard. He died.
As problems for the AtlasCode.com Chevrolet, and let's take you back to show you what happened as Mary Shelley leads the race and pits underneath the yellow. Correction on what we said. Matt Dixon did not hit something hard because going down in turn number 1, you'll see it here in a moment. The engine going to go up in smoke on the Haas CNC Racing Chevrolet, and Chris Louvier just kind of stuck behind him. Well, he sees an opening to the inside, and then Dixon tries to cut down in front of the 43.
And then Dixon just self-spins. He had no real contact, and then he just loses it in the oil, and then backs it in across the fence, and then right next to the infield care center where he can run to. And the flagman's waving the flag.
And the caution comes out for the 70, which kind of proves the idea of, well, that could have easily been the 87 that brought that caution out the other time.
Yeah, and the 87's hunting down the 60. The 87's hunting the 60s. We'll see what happens when we go back to the green.
So, right now, Mary Shelley, as far as we know, is the race leader. Let's take you back to the restart here after the pit stops underneath this caution. And we are back. Seth Cole now is your race leader after the pit stops. Mary Shelley is 2nd. Henry Williams 3rd. Stephen Paul III 4th. Kyle Matthews 5th. Jonathan Zorline is 6th. James Quall 7th. Tim Randolph is in 8th. I should have waited for those. Marcus Ambrose is in 9th. And Chris Wilson rounds out the top 10. William Flickinger, Zachary Fitzwater, Raphael Leduc, Derek Hamill, Henry Sanford, Tristan Wilhoit, Dylan Young, Pretty Shaw, Chris Louvier, and Matt Duncan, the top 20. Raphael Leduc pretty much proving again why we say you are not out of it, even if you fall a lap down here at 3 unit.
I think he was 2 or 3 laps down at one point, and now he's back in contention.
I'm pretty sure it's just the 1 lap down. As Matt Dixon, the only retiree underneath the yellow. We do not know what truly happened as he ended up getting involved in the accident, and that's what gets him listed as out. As the green flag is back out once again.
And remember, Leduc started 42nd in the field, so if he can come back, that would be a great comeback. As the 33 is about tearing Gene right there.
Well, so Gene Sanford definitely is off the pace. You can tell that 47 just not going to be able to be competitive at any point.
Oh my God, what are you doing, Cole?
As right now they're going to be 3 wide. Jean, if she could get a quick yellow, might stand a chance of getting at least 1 of 4 laps back.
Oh, this is not going to work. This is kind of, oh my God, how are we working?
Contact between the 84 and the 08.
And Pollard going for the lead. Here we go. We can keep green now.
And he is going to try to lap the 33 and the 19 as well.
We'll do so. In his full-time campaigns, besides the 22 car. Campaigns, yeah. He has won 2 races in the season, so Paul looking good so far, but this is getting nuts back here.
As JT Bryant, Chris Wilson, Seth Cole, Sky Commons, Kyle Matthews, Jonathan Zorline all around here. Caution, flies once again as Marcus Ambrose.
As Charles hits his head on the keyboard.
I couldn't do this if I tried.
I mean, you could, but as 80. Oh, wait, Pollard pitted, I think. Of course he pitted.
So with that, let's take you back to show you what happened. Is there's 2 sets of skid marks in turn number 1 now, and we're back. It's not even Ambrose's fault on this either, because LeDuc's going to end up turning the 0-2 right into Mark George, comes back up right into Ambrose.
Oh, hard in the
And
wall,
it's going to
too.
be Fitzwater who actually turns the 9 around.
And
Don't blame me. Blame Fitzwater.
Well, you run the series, so.
Oh,
Mark George off the track. What happened to him?
Well, remember, that we saw the 66 get hit. That's the other set of skid marks.
Oh, well, Logan York did not appreciate how he was raced, and Mark George came back for retaliation and failed. Rule 1 of stock car racing: you have to learn how to take somebody out before you take yourself out.
You're saying Logan York didn't like how he was raced. Logan York had no control over his car.
Well,
Logan York is the car that gets turned into the 66.
If he had more car control, he could have been straight over that.
I'm not going to comment on that. Johnny Gardner with a great view of this as he sees that one happen, and he saw the 45's part. With that, though, let's take you back to the restart here from 3 unit. And we are back. No new retirees underneath the yellow, as Stephen Paul III is still your race leader. He did not pit underneath the yellow. Mary Shelley is 2nd. Jonathan Zorline 3rd. Chris Wilson 4th. Seth Cole is in 5th. Kyle Matthews 6th. William Flickinger 7th. Henry Williams 8th. Tristan Wilhoit 9th. And Dylan Young top 10. Chris Louvier is somehow in 11th. Randolph is 12th. James Qualls 13th. Derek Hamill, Henry Sanford, Johnny Gardner, Jeffrey White, Alexander Rowe, Zachary Fitzwater, and Adam McDowell now is the top 20.
A lot of guys losing their hoods, it seems like.
And you see the rest of the field there. See some of the lap down cars. JT Bryant is a lap down now. In the 42.
That's tough for JT. He had a rough race last weekend too.
Well, but that car I think is still in one piece pretty well. Green flag is back out. We'll see if he can get back on the lead lap. Zach Rogers' car is definitely one of those that is up to speed.
Yes. As Paul has got a good car on the outside right there, and he is going to...
Well, he's going to be on the outside line, which is not where you want to be. Zach Rogers is going to take advantage of that. JT Bryant also going to try and take advantage of that and try and get a lap back as well.
And we're still green right here as JT's going to look to the bottom of the racetrack.
Still green. Bryant now makes the move on the 84.
I swear to God.
Might open the door for Zorline there to try and take the race lead away in the 88.
Having William Duncan flashbacks.
Gene Stanford actually showing some speed in that 47 for once now, even despite the damage.
And here comes the 88 car, the AMP Energy car. Oh my God, Gene!
Gene nearly threw the nose in there, but
that's it. The yellow's coming out. They were 5 wide back there.
No caution yet. Zorline now back to the Zorline to the race lead after being on pole. Not often the pole sitter can get back to the race lead. Zach Rogers now falls back 1 lap down in the 19.
I can't believe we're green. They were 5 wide back there.
As here comes the 84 back. He wants the race lead once again. He's going to try and re-lap the 42 of JT Bryant.
I'm liking a green flag run right now. So
Kyle Matthews now going to go to second. The Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet. Could we be seeing the long-awaited first win of that Lowe's Chevrolet in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series today?
I think I'd rather see the long-awaited win for the 84 car, but that's just me.
I think there might be some bias there too.
Yeah, I think there might be some. But you know I want to see this win this race? How about the guy in 6th place?
You mean the car that has been a human wrecking ball today? Caution is out once again.
And this time, Gene Stanford.
Oh no! Oh boy! Oh no!
Thanksgiving's bad this year. 6 feet apart.
Cole Deaver gets a lap back out of all this, by the way. 33 is back on the lead lap. And let's take you back to show you what we believe has happened here underneath, or to bring the yellow out. And we are back. It actually was not what we thought happened, as Johnny Gardner in the 25 is going to be the one to turn the 47 Little Debbie's Toyota right down into Henry Sanford, as both Sanfords go for a spin.
Well, Johnny was supposed to paint some of the factory cars, and that might be null and void right now because that was really bad.
Or maybe he's going to be obligated to do it now. One or the other.
Good way of putting it, Charles.
As Henry Sanford then also ends up hitting the pit wall on the inside. Gene Sanford stays on track and will probably pit for a fresh set of tires underneath the yellow. And we'll go back to the restart under 25 laps to go here at 3 unit. And we are back once again. No new retirees. Stephen Paul III still leads the race over Kyle Matthews, Jonathan Zorline, Mary Shelley, Tim Randolph, Henry Williams, Chris Wilson, Chris Louvier, Seth Cole, and Dylan Young, the top 10. Johnny Gardner, Alexander Rowe, Zachary Fitzwater, Jeffrey White, Matt Duncan, Tristan Wilhoit, Pretty Shaw, Derek Hamill, Mark George, Jessica Shelton, the top 20, Ryan George, James Qualls, William Flickinger, Max Anderson, Sam Young, Adam McDowell, Raphael Leduc, Isaac Flickinger, William Brock, Cole Deaver, and Henry Sanford are the lead lap cars.
I just want to point out Hendrick, 2nd, 3rd, 9th, 10th, and 11th. What a day for Hendrick.
It's their best run in a while.
All 5 cars.
4.
They have 5.
Okay, yeah. As green flag is back out, JT Bryant going to get the jump there. Ambrose makes it 4 wide.
Marcus Ambrose, what are you doing? Oh,
Oh,
no!
contact around goes the 08. Collects it.
Zorline. Oh, what a retarded move.
The caution flag will fly.
That was
Seth
so
pulls
awesome.
around and around goes
Oh,
Gardner.
tickles. Did I
And
jinx
Rowe.
it? Did I jinx it? What a sponsor placement. I just
believe
jinxed
that is a
it.
jinx. I believe that is a jinx if ever I've seen one.
We had like 5 wrecks in 1 quarter.
Well, and to be fair, you were the one that just said that Hendrick was having a great run. I throw in the idea that they had the best run they've had in a while, and 3 of them just wrecked on the same lap.
Oh my god.
So with that, let's take you back to show you what happened to transpire on all of that. And we're back. Here's what happened. This part we saw.
Oh, look at Lloyd York in the back. Oh my god.
So they're
Anyway.
4 wide. They pinch between Skycom. The ironic part, Skycom has also just spun his Mary Shelley.
Yeah, that's and
So,
Zorline.
Zorline
right.
just innocent bystander. And then up here,
Gardner's dead.
Seth Cole is going to get turned by Johnny Gardner of all people.
Johnny's going to the 09 car next week. I'm calling it. And then this was just crazy. Fitzwater taking no crap.
Fitzwater and then Rowe just nowhere to go.
And perfect sponsor placement for Alexander Rowe. That's going to be on the billboard for a while.
Unfortunately, remember, he didn't have Quaker State on the car this week.
If he had Quaker State in the car, that'd be so perfect. Well, he has no hood, so.
And so he ends up getting stuck up there. And let's go back to the restart.
Hold on. Can we get a tow truck up there?
I don't know, but somehow I feel like he's going to get rescued. Either way, let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Seth Cole, the lone retirement out of the race after that last incident. Stephen Paul III continues to lead the race as over Kyle Matthews, Henry Williams. Tim Randolph is now 4th. Chris Wilson 5th. Louvier is in 6th. Dylan Young 7th. Zachary Fitzwater is in 8th. Matt Duncan 9th. Jeffrey White 10th. Will Hoyt is 11th. Pretty Shaw 12th. Derek Hamill, Mark George, Ryan George, Jessica Shelton, William Flickinger, Max Anderson, Sam Young, and Leduc are the top 20.
Somehow.
Adam McDowell, William Brock, Cole Devers, Isaac Flickinger, Henry Sanford, James Qualls, Mary Shelley, Zach Rogers, and JT Bryant are the lead lap cars. We have 29 cars on the lead lap and 37, maybe even technically 36 cars running, depending on where you want to count the 46 in all of this.
Zorline's got no hood, but I'd watch out for Ambrose right there. And 38 slow again.
Yep, 38 is slow, but Ambrose up to speed, going to try and get his lap back from the 84, and he plays it strategically. He's going to pin the 84 up on that outside line going into turn 3.
I swear if Kev Drivers took me out.
As Kyle not
Guy
going to be able to...
Coppin's up to speed.
Well, somewhat. Gene Sanford's going to move him up out of the way, basically. Here comes Kyle Matthews. Battle for the top spot is the 48 and the 84. Battle for the lead at 3 unit. Someone was almost up in the grass off turn number 2. And new leader at 3 unit, it's the Lowe's Chevrolet of Kyle Matthews.
And the caution's going to come out, isn't it? Nope.
No caution, and Ambrose goes back a lap down in 30th.
Oh, call it. Come on. Oh, Paul's going to have a good line on the 8.
Pollard Whoops, I went the wrong way. Caution
Oh,
flag
caution,
flies
hold
once
on.
again.
We're going to have a good run. Oh, 48 almost off.
And now Pollard will lead back underneath the caution. And guess what?
Under 10 to go.
We will have under 10 to go. A single file restart upcoming from 3 unit.
As I have no idea what happened.
I don't know either. So let's take a look at what happened to bring out the yellow once again here at 3 unit. By the way, before we do that,
is fourth.
Before we do that, I'd just like to point out that in the test race, we only ended up with 8 cautions, and I'm pretty sure this is unedited from that. So, yeah, we just got really unlucky with the draw. And we're back. Matt Duncan going to be the driver who was out of the race. Well, actually, it happens in front of him. Shelton actually goes and kind of clips into the 29, but it's Matt Duncan who goes spinning off the track. He's going to go up over the embankment. Fitzwater's going to go up onto the embankment as well, and he's going to get stuck.
I'm going to tell you, Duncan must be a Yankees fan or something.
And then so Matt Duncan trying to find the best way to get back on track.
This certainly wasn't one of them. And then, you know what, like
TNT
man
over the embankment, and he actually does a good job at the start of this.
And guess what? Do a barrel roll.
That's not even a barrel roll.
Zachary Fitzwater's looking at his mirror. You dumbass.
So Matt Duncan, though, that's by the looks of things, that's going to be his race over. It was a good run though, going for the rookie. Just not going to get the finish he deserved today. Let's take you back to the restart. And we are back. Johnny Gardner with a separate issue. The engine has blown on the GoDaddy Chevrolet, and Matt Duncan also out of the race due to an accident for what he had happen. Stephen Paul III, though, is the race leader over Kyle Matthews. It is Chris Wilson in third, Chris Louvier, Henry Williams, Dylan Young, Jeffrey White, Tim Randolph, Mark George, and William Flickinger, the top 10. Ryan George back up into 11th. Pretty Shaw 12th. Derek Hamill just showing you the field so you can see where your favorite driver is running.
Or your driver. It's the 20 car, and then Fitzwater in the back, and the plant keeps pitting.
So here we go. It'll be 6 laps to go once we get the green flag, and we are green once again.
84, a bad restart, but Paul's not going to win the race because he can only run the bottom good. He's not good on the top side, and Kyle's going to have a great car down here. It's going to be interesting here.
Well, it's going to be a matter of, can Kyle Matthews make a move? Do we run green the rest of the way as well is going to be another question.
No.
Can Chris Wilson clear the 9? Well, unfortunately, he's also going to have the 43 down his tail.
48's going to get by the 84 here. I'm calling it. There's no way Paul is winning this race.
And when does Kyle decide to make the move is going to be the other question.
When do we have the yellow is the other question too. Yeah, 84 just cannot hold the high side. He's only going on the bottom there, and Kyle's going to eat him up down here in a few laps.
Well, tire's going to be an issue as well. They have to try and work that out. Henry Williams has gone third away and has cleared the 9.
I don't see Paul.
In the 9.
Paul is in the grass right there. I just don't see Paul holding on. He doesn't have the car.
As Kyle Matthews sizing up the Red Bull Toyota, looking for a way around him.
59th in the points and probably 50 at the points, battling for the race lead.
3 laps to go as I'll look for them.
Oh, LaPlante. Oh, he's going back to the road. We're still green somehow.
59th and 48th. Battling for the win. 2 laps to go from 3 unit. Kyle Matthews not there right now. It's 0.2 of a second.
I'll be very shocked. Where the hell did Jeffrey White come from?
Jeffrey White now into 4th. Mark George is now in 5th, I think. Or no, he's in 6th.
I can't believe, wow, Henry Sanford on the bottom, but I can't
White
believe Paul
flag
is
is out. 1 lap to go here at 3 unit for Stephen Paul III.
Didn't last week somebody won their 7th career? Oh, Amy won her 7th race in Atlanta. This would be Pollard's 7th, but if he could hang on.
And Kyle Matthews starting to fall back through 3 and 4 for the final time. And it will be the Red Bull Toyota. Stephen Paul III wins the 3 unit.
Making up for that D&Q last week at Auto Club, and he might be locked in next week based on the points. Who knows? Coming off the good battle between the 19 and 87 right there.
Just done that. That ended up being a better camera angle than TV2. Whoops.
Can we see the 1987 front to the line? I think they were dead even.
The standings are official.
Wow, look how close they were. 87. Well, that was close.
3,000s.
Yeah, that was a close finish.
So top 10 here today: Stephen Paul III, Kyle Matthews, Henry Williams, Jeffrey White, the top running rookie.
Tim Randolph.
Tim Randolph ends up fifth somehow. Chris Wilson, Chris Louvier, Derek Hamill, Mark George, and Dylan Young, the top 10. 2 rookies inside that top 10. A little bit of a bump there from the 19 to the 29. And 24 lead lap cars when all things are said and done. Steven, your final thoughts?
We saw a barrel roll, 2 and 2 wrecks from the same driver, a crazy race, a lot of cautions, but it was definitely entertaining. I was very surprised Pollard held off Matthews. He wasn't really good on the high side toward the end. Tim Randolph, 5th place finish. That's not going to be a popular one. Louvier over a lot of adversity. So was George. William Flickinger with a great run. He needed that. Will Hoyt from the final row. Leduc, another top 15 finish. We look at the bottom, some guys. Rob Evans, his first really bad race of the series. Seth Cole, that's going to hurt. Pollard might be top 30. I'm not sure. Who knows? The DNQ race hasn't been run at this point. So looking at the results, this was pandemonium and crazy, and there'll be a lot of memes. But next weekend, we're going to the Windy City at Chicagoland for a mile and a half. So we might have a little tamer race, but we will definitely see. It's getting interesting, guys. We're on next week is race 7, and Pollard has got his first guaranteed win of the season probably, so he's got to look for another one.
So with that, we have now had 6 winners in 6 races to start the season. Congrats to Stephen Paul III on the race win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. For Stephen Paul III, I'm Gordon Fenton1, and this has been a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Drink some Red Bull.